Hi, welcome to week 5 of the half marathon training. So far, we're on week 5. That means your group and you have made it through a whole month of marathon training, which is awesome. That's something to congratulate your runners on. And at this point, we don't want people dropping. They've invested in a month. They can totally make it the whole program. So this coming week, you're going to have everybody run for 25 minutes and then walk for 5 minutes. So 30 minutes total, which is actually less overall time than what you did last week. So hopefully the step up won't be too much because it's only 5 more minutes of running than before and a little bit less total time. And then the following week, it'll be really exciting because there won't be any more walking. It will just be on to running. This week, something to focus on with your runners is something that all good athletes employ, and it's called visualization. And I can tell you, I don't know if you know, but I was a high school and college tennis player. And actually, my high school tennis coach, he was an awesome coach, and something that he had us do, and as high schoolers, we felt super silly doing it, but he sent us all out to our own tennis courts and told us to play a tennis match. Didn't give us a ball, we had our rackets, and he told us our opponents were just in our minds, and we had to play a set of tennis with no ball and play out every point, visualize exactly what we were doing, actually move and work our body in those positions. And then he wanted us to report the scores to him. And it was kind of a funny thing, but at the same time, you're training your body, you're training your mind, your body um, on what to do. And for runners, it's the same sort of thing. You want to visualize what it's going to feel like, because there's a certain point where physical can only take you a certain distance, and it can only get you so far. And a lot of the battle, for all of you guys that are coaches, you know this, a lot of the battle on finishing a race is the mental. And so we want our participants, our runners, to start employing their mental to get them through the race. And now is a good time to start with them talking about just when it starts getting tough, can you push yourself through it? And hopefully they have some tough training days, and talk to them about that. Hey, today was a really tough training day. I know you really struggled. Um, and let's work through it. And when you work through it, that encourages you that when it gets tough in a race, you're going to be able to push through that. And start prepping them, because a lot of these guys have never done a race before. Maybe those of you that have returners, have them stand up in front of the group and say, hey, this is what it's like when you get out there race morning. You've got a whole bunch of people all packed into a space. They sing the national anthem. People go off in groups. This is what you're going to feel like. You might be excited. You might be really nervous. You might have to go to the bathroom, start prepping those things so that people can start thinking through it, because they have no concept of doing prior races. And telling them what you may experience during the race will give them a mental picture. And then, what they really should do is be able to think through, okay, this is what it feels like for me to stop at a water station. This is what it feels like to cross the finish line, and have them visualize that, because that will get them through. And that will just get them excited, help them. So that's what we're going to focus on this week. If you could maybe briefly talk about that with your runners, maybe do a little bit each day, talking through different parts of that, that would be great. And hopefully they're starting to see that this carries on to other areas of their life. Things will get tough. Life is tough, and it's not what happens to you in life, it's how you deal with it. Actually, Chuck Swindoll, has a quote where he says, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. So much of this mental battle with running carries on into life. And you guys, I think, as coaches, are going to be really awesome in their lives. They're looking up to you. You guys are encouraging them. Hopefully they're telling you a little bit about their lives, and this is just a way that you can kind of tie it in to their lives. And Yeah, I would love to hear stories. You guys have some awesome stories that you hear more of than I do. So if you can share those stories with me, encourage each other. Um, and we're looking forward to week 5. Get it done and have a great week.